Hi fire signs, this is your full moon April 2021 reading. This full moon is going to be on the 26th in Scorpio, so it could be a bit of intense emotional energies coming to the surface depending on how this affects you. I had to change cameras, so this is like a totally different angle. This is, well, it'll be fine. So today I got 6 oracle decks. I have the Moonology oracle, the Psychic Tarot of the Heart oracle, the Dark Mirror oracle, the Akashic Records oracle, the Wisdom of the oracle, and Angel Dreams oracle. And today I will be using Light Seer's Tarot for Aries, Muse Tarot for Leo, and then the Starman Tarot for Sagittarius. So I'll get started right with Aries. Cards are flipped in. It's okay. It doesn't really mean anything in this deck when it's reversed. I guess I gotta go through it later. What do we have for Aries from the Moonology? This is 1 or 2. I'm gonna go for that one. Okay, first one is Mutable Moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. You're not going to really be able to see these, but I will hold them up. We have solar plexus chakra, number 3, and then we have 3 of emotions, share the love, which is 3 of cups energy. Ooh, nice. Let's go dark mirror. I guess also with that being 3 of cups energy and this nothing is yet set in stone, that could be kind of a reconciliation energy too. So if you're having hopes of, how do you say, offering the olive branch to someone, you know, to repair a friendship or other type of relationship. We'll see. Got 29, anger and chains. It's probably the anger stage. So maybe in order to do that, you gotta release some anger. Let's see. I might have to get the book for that one. Okay, I kind of feel drawn to 2. Okay, first, truth and justice, 42, and then 15, ghosts. Okay, that's interesting. So maybe if there is some kind of situation, like some kind of conflict that you want to resolve, there's some anger. Anger about an injustice, a lie maybe. I'm not too sure. Ghost was the second one I picked out. I'm not too sure why that has to come out, but we'll find out. No, nothing. I think the cards are kind of stubborn for you today, Aries. We got Orphaned and Reversed. That's number 5. One try to come out, okay. Whoop. Let's see. Then we got Fire Opal, Sensuality, Confidence. So that's a bit with that solar plexus chakra there. So what I'm getting so far is kind of 2 situations that you might be dealing with. Since this is the Scorpio full moon time, I think some like deeper past issues are coming up and they're affecting current issues. I'm sensing a lot of grief, you know, but also anger that you even have this grief. So this does seem like it's something like way deep in the past, like some kind of childhood issues with this orphan card being here. And yeah, with solar plexus and this confidence, the fire opal, whatever this past situation is doing to you is causing hits to your confidence. Yeah. Why am I having trouble finding the words? So I think, you know, with this anger and chains here, there's probably like a lot of resentment and these past issues still affecting you now. Maybe you thought this was something that you resolved already, but nothing is yet set in stone. Well, that's like a double meaning to me, that if, you know, this current situation, this hit to your confidence is affecting something right now, I don't think you have to worry about permanent damage to that thing. And also, gosh, what was I thinking? Okay. Also, what's not set in stone? Your confidence. The fact that this situation may not be able to be resolved. Maybe you feel that way. Maybe you felt that way in the past and why you kind of shoved it down deep. But with nothing's yet set in stone, that's not true in this situation. You know, truth and justice is coming out. So there is some opportunity to really truly heal this situation, because it's going to keep coming up for you, is what I'm really getting. Yeah. I should read that orphan too later. But I'm getting the tarot because I'm getting like quite a few things at once, and it's... And then the sirens. Oh man. Maybe this is what your mind's like right now. Too much. Or it's just me, I don't know, sorry. I don't want to claim it's the Aries. 4 cards came out there, and I'm going to stick with that. At the bottom is 4 of Cups, like disappointment energy there. So first we got 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're trying to build on something and it requires your confidence, but you're not being able to access it right now. We got 8 of Cups, and this is likely because you need to still heal from these issues that are coming up right now. Because we got 20, Judgment. So that's like before a cycle can properly end, truly reflecting on what's happened to you and how you've handled it. What lessons have you learned? What are you going to take forward, etc. And then we have Justice. So there is a big justice theme here. So I would say, you know, you were wronged in some way, you know, and I feel like it stems from childhood. I'm going to go ahead and pull clarifiers because I only wanted those 4. I think this stems from childhood, and then when childhood issues come up, you know, once you already have that wound, things can progressively make the wound fester. And sorry to give you such graphic imagery there. But yeah, you might be to the point where if you can't properly heal the wound, that it's going to be much easier to hurt it or poke it. You got 5 of Wands at the bottom. So like even the smallest conflicts can really push you to a bad place. So first what came out was the Devil. So this is really, with this anger and chains, this is something that's holding you back. You know, not dealing with these deeper issues, this deeper grief inside of you. It's holding you back. And I got 7 of Pentacles here. So, you know, 7 of Pentacles, that's giving me the energy of inaction. It's like you thought, let's say you had a weed problem, right? But instead of pulling up the weeds and properly addressing this situation, you figured you could just plant flowers around it and maybe you wouldn't see the weeds. You know, maybe you could just make it look prettier from the outside. But the fact is, the weeds are going to kill the flowers. You know, that's not really possible in this situation. So this is giving me the energy of inaction, like trying to take small positive steps and just hoping that they kind of come to fruition. And then we got 6 of Pentacles and then 4 of Pentacles. So this is giving me the energy of giving too much. You know, 6 of Pentacles is balance, 4 of Pentacles is kind of like the miserly energy. And, well, 4 and 6 are even numbers, right? We got like 4, 6, and 7 of Pentacles. You might go too much between giving too much and then closing down and not giving anything is what I'm seeing. Like I'm getting the energies, not so much of balance, right? Because the bigger justice theme is here for the balance. I'm getting like you go between being very generous to being very miserly and not giving anything, like very closed off. And yeah, this is maybe causing a bit of conflict in your situation, you know, whatever the situation is. So that's why you have the 8 of Cups for balance, because now we have King of Cups. You know, this is what's going to be required for you to be emotionally stable, to be open, compassionate, loving, is kind of addressing these old issues here. And, you know, I would recommend doing some solar plexus work right now just to kind of help you in this situation. Because, you know, certain things from our childhood, especially if you are masculine, you know, that's the seat of your masculinity, is the solar plexus chakra. So if you have any kind of issues from childhood that maybe emasculated you or felt or made you feel like you were not as sure-footed, you know, these could be still affecting you now. So I think it's very important to do that deep solar plexus healing. And I'm also with the share the love, you know, this might be a time, share the love in 3 of Pentacles. That's giving me like the friendship, companionship energy, you know, make sure you're really getting out there and you're enjoying yourself, and maybe that might help heal some of this kind of, you know, deep wounded energy here. Let me see what Orphan says. And then Anger and Chains. I'm gonna look at that's number 5. So it's in reverse, so that's the protection message. The shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. You know, planting the flowers over the weeds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. So yeah, these are coming to the surface now, right? So you can actually heal them. You know, this is a great, the energy, the full moon in Scorpio energy is a great time to use the power of the moon, of, you know, the intense emotional nature of Scorpio to help you release those things easier, you know. So tap into that power and then do some healing. Let's see, Anger and Chains. Force channeled outside, unreasonable, undirected, but powerful. I've got to break free. I want to break free. So you're really feeling the urge to break free from these old patterns, these unhealthy ways of relating to others. You know, this extreme of going from, you know, really generous to really closed off. You know, your spirit's begging for balance in this situation, and, you know, just set the, you know, just be very conscious about what you need in this situation, who's truly, or who or what is truly the source of this inner deep issue, and then go about identifying the current ways, the more recent ways in which this wound was you know, made deeper, or, you know, agitated, whatever you want to say. But yes, definitely look to release those old patterns of yours, the, you know, the old toxicity, and truly heal this abandonment energy you have in Orphan card. Because yes, that will affect kind of your, you know, your solar plexus, your confidence, right? And you're in Aries, right? It's inside of you. You know, it's kind of your state of being. Maybe you're feeling not yourself lately, and it's because you still need to get rid of this. Well, heal and yes, release these kind of more shadow negative aspects that are coming from way in the past. Because you're about to end a major cycle here once you've learned these lessons. Okay, you got 6, 3, 4. Your angels want to thank you for taking the time to balance your energy system, as this has strengthened your connection to heaven and the spiritual realms. So yeah, balance is a big key here. And I feel like you've really been attempting to, right? You know, even planting the flowers in the weeds is an attempt to balance yourself or create a more harmonious environment for yourself. But, you know, you can't ignore that those weeds are going to come back eventually and wreck all your stuff. So good luck with that, Aries. Thank you. Hi, Leo. Let's get right into your reading because I am getting hungry. Oof. I've been so afraid to step outside today because even though it rained a lot, I'm still afraid of the pollen. So just to be safe. Let's see. Moonology for Leo. Woo. Nice. We got Waxing Moon. The energy is gaining momentum. What energy is this? I hope it's positive. Alright, you got 4 of Spirit, Joy and Stability, 4 of Wands energy. Okay, so it does seem good. Let's see what the Dark Mirror has. You have number 4, Is This Me? Oh, so maybe you're still... Is this me? I think... Is it acceptance or denial? But usually it's some recognition of when you're kind of tipping out of balance, right? Like, if you really dealt with things and you seem like you're in a balanced place with this joy and stability, but sometimes you find yourself like being maybe a little overwhelmed, or you get a little stressed out, and suddenly you're kind of back to that whole whatever, you know, whatever your kind of go-to for low vibes are. Like for me, I was getting really stressed out this week, and then I just felt myself slipping into like doubt patterns and am I a fool, can I even do this, you know, or you know, maybe blaming other people or getting annoyed with other people. Oh man, why did this person do this, etc. So that's usually, you know, when it's is this me, that's you recognizing you're into it, into that low vibe state. I'm not taking all those. Got Halls of Amenti, which has come out for like 2 other signs. I should have Googled it. I said that last time too. But either way, the Sphinx is in it. It's a, you know, whatever the issue that you may be dealing with is, you know, it could be a personal relationship as well, is like very significant in your soul growth and learning. And that's what that card really means. I can take 2 here. We got 45, time to go. And then we got By the Book in reverse. It's number 11. I think I'm gonna have to read that and see what it means. Let's see, Dream Oracle. We got dress rehearsal, alternative course choices. So, you know, since this is a dream oracle, it's basically talking about dream symbolism. I almost feel like I want to read that too. Wait, let's start with Is This Me, just to make sure. I mean, I just told you the gist of it. So it's an acceptance card. So yeah, it makes more sense that it's an acceptance card. Like, you understand this part of you already. This is a part of your shadow you've already illuminated. So basically, something's popping up, especially during this kind of highly charged time, for you to deal with, like some last bits of spring cleaning. Okay, I picked up the wrong book, but we'll just go for it. Dress rehearsal. Do not delay in making the choice facing you. This is an auspicious moment to feel out an alternative course of action. Take time to sense your body's reaction to your current circumstances. Rehearse an option you would like. Engage your physical reaction. Okay, let's see what these other parts say. You got... You're being guided to change your course of direction as your current situation no longer serves you. That's why time to go is there. Call upon your support system for help in this life change. Okay, so maybe that's what that means, that the energy is gaining momentum. Oh no, I still needed this. No, I needed this. Is that you're coming to a crossroads in your life right now. And you've probably learned all you need to learn from this situation. So there's no need to hold on to it. This might be the best time for you to kind of release the entire situation. Yeah, time to go. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. Oh man, that's kind of exactly what I said. Wow. Yeah. Let's see what by the book is. So with by the book being in reverse, maybe there's an urge to stay in a situation because it's the proper thing to do, the socially acceptable thing to do. Now is the time for real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. Yeah. So this is, so it definitely feels like a soul calling with this Halls of Amenti and also the joy and stability. So this is a real time for you to decide what is going to truly make you happy, what's going to feed your soul. And even if whatever it is so far outside of the box, you know, it bucks tradition, you might get some opposition from it. It's time to actually do that, because you're gonna, you know, what this is, this me is also kind of maybe you're starting to doubt the choices you've made, you know, and you're kind of looking around your life and wondering, wow, is this all there is to it? You know, is this really my destiny to be here? You know, in this town, in this house, with you know, this job, with this person, just all that stuff is coming up. But I feel this, like, we'll see what the tarot says, but I'm really feeling like this sense of you not being in denial about this anymore. It's just a matter of what action to take. What's the best action? And likely you're gonna have the time and the support to figure this out. You know, I don't think you're gonna have to fight anybody in this, really, because you just seem very secure or confident in what you're choosing. So yeah, if you're worried about that, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But let's see what the tarot says first and be like, the devil, you know. But you know, that even wouldn't be bad. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple more. Jeez, did these end up upside down? Oh, it's fine. Yeah, I just flipped the deck upside down. At the bottom, though, is 5 of materials. So there could be some concern if you make this decision that it's gonna affect you financially in not a good way. But yeah, right? Because look, we got 8 of materials, so this could be a work situation. That's 8 of pentacles. Look at all those hands. A lot of multitasking here, if you can see. And then we got 7 of emotions, you know, 7 of cups. So that's kind of like trying to weigh your options here. And, you know, since it's tied to the emotions, I think this is really truly about your happiness. And then we got Queen of materials, Queen of pentacles. So if there is some concern about some possible lack, then you might not need to worry about that at all, because there's probably some like resources and knowledge you've gained in order to make sure you'll be successful. Because we get Knight of Inspiration here, Knight of Wands. So yeah, that's that energy gaining momentum. And I like that it's a horse, you know, it's really emphasizing how much passion you may have towards this decision. And then here we have, you know, I'm going to put this here, like Two of Materials. So, you know, trying to weigh this decision and maybe negotiate with other people about what you're going to do. And with this, you got Three of Voices, oof, Three of Voices, and then Eight of Voices, right? So this is telling me either there is going to be some kind of opposition to this, or you're feeling like there's going to be, right? You know, Eight of Voices, it's really about, you know, blocking things out, right? And I really think if you listen to those voices that are kind of maybe naysaying, you're going to feel trapped. You're not going to feel good about bending to someone else's will here. This is where you're going to end up. Like, this is how you feel when you think about not doing or going for what you want in this situation, you know. And I like that it's voices, because it's about outside criticism and maybe inner criticism too, you know, your shitty voice in your head, you know, telling you can't do it, or, you know, this giving you this Five of Materials, like you're gonna be broke or you're gonna be abandoned, just whatever might be coming through. So yeah, I think it's a very clear-cut message. But let's see, do we got any advice for Leo? Two of Wands. So yeah, that's decision-making crossroads, but it's also like expanding yourself, right? Kind of really evaluating your options. Any other advice for Leo? God. Four of Cups and the Star. So what I'm getting from this, heal any past, if you've got regrets or disappointment for the way your life's turned out, and you don't carry that, heal that energy, don't carry it with you to whatever new thing you're going to do. You know, you got to dump that in the past. You got to leave it there. That's where it belongs, you know. And don't take it with you. Don't also, if you are going to hear a lot of criticism or opposition to your decision, don't take that negativity with you either. And in fact, use this moon to kind of like just be done with it. You know, whatever kind of criticism coming from the outside or inside, let it go, because you don't want to take it with you to whatever new thing you're going to do. Because to me, it really seems like it's your passion. It's what really is going to make you happy. So you don't want to take the negativity with you. You know, do your best to release it and let it go. Okay, we've got, I feel like 806 is what I want. But I might look at the other one too. Step into a state of mindfulness and tread carefully as you move forward upon your path. Gentleness is the key to self-connection at this time. So yeah, you don't have to be rash about it. Embody the positive side of the Knight of Wands and don't be too impulsive, you know. Because if you're gonna piss some people off, or people might feel hurt in a situation, I think that's what you might already be concerned about that, but yeah, just take all the time you need. Be patient. 608, you have an opportunity to make a change. Know that you are being given a chance to start a new venture and vision. Yeah, maybe it was 608 in the beginning, but I think 806 is also like a good message, you know, because if you don't let go of this negativity, you might get too impulsive. You might just charge forward and just be like, forget it, you know? And that's not what you want to do, because this is a true new beginning towards your happiness, towards your soul's purpose. So you want to start off on the right foot, in the right way. So good luck. And I mean, this is really great energy, Leo. So good luck to you. Thanks. Hi Sagittarius, let's get into your reading. Start with the Moonology Oracle. Same as Aries. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Sagittarius is mutable, right? Yeah. So hopefully you're more comfortable in that energy than Aries is. Because I think Pearl of the Heart. Okay, I got 12 Observe, which is Hangman energy. Then we've got 1 Manifest, which is Magician energy. I almost feel like it should be reverse. Manifest and observe, you know. Hopefully the things manifest and you watch it happen. Okay, Dark Mirror here. Wow, got 2. We've got Bride in a Cage, which I figure what stage that is. It's either depression or maybe denial. And then we got 30, Calling in the Storm, or Calling the Storm. Ooh, wow. Are you manifesting a storm? Then you're just gonna watch it. You're gonna start a fight between 2 people and just watch them fight each other. Maybe you can start a fight at a wedding. Oh, it'll be like that Panic at the Disco song, you know? You say something bad about the bride. Okay, we've got 17, Health and Healing. And we got 43, Wars and Battles. Okay, so maybe there is a fight. Wow. This is opposing energies. I wonder if there was going to be another moon card that came out. Because, yeah, these are like kind of 2 different things. Manifest, you know, Magician energy is kind of taking action and doing things. And then 12 Observe, Hangman energy is just like waiting for things to happen. And then Bride in the Cage is, you know, kind of sitting back and feeling stuck. And then Calling the Storm is kind of like just, you know, knocking everything over. Wars and Battles versus Health and Healing. Yeah. Maybe there's a bit of duality going on in the world of Sagittarius. I'm also getting maybe kind of impulsive energy, kind of with this nothing's yet set in stone. Maybe you're just shaking things up right now. Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna take these 2. Wow. I don't think I don't need the rest of these. That's kind of like a so we got 45, Time to Go. And then we've got 13, Fork in the Road. So yeah, maybe that's what the duality is about. Like, you know you have to do something, but you really don't know which way to go. Maybe it's causing you to be a little bit antsy, maybe. I would feel antsy. Could you just sit back and see what happens, or should you make things happen? Should you just stay silent for the sake of peace, or should you go in there and go crazy? You're gonna go, but you don't even know which way to go. Or you want to heal the situation, you want to fight the situation. Wow, interesting. I think I'm just gonna stick with this theme too. Wow. So we got purple, third eye, clairvoyance. Focus. Then we got kitchen creation. I don't know if those are opposing. Oh, it's under manifest. Manifest in kitchen. So you're manifesting food, maybe. So I think there's like part of you, you probably wish with this kitchen and then the third eye, not only do you wish you could see where both paths could lead when you have this fork in the road, like, is the inaction going to lead to the best outcome, or is the action and possible conflict going to lead to the best outcome? So not only do you want to, you know what will happen. It's almost like here, you want to create your own path that's somewhere in the middle, is what I'm seeing with this creation, manifest, and yeah, it's like, and nothing's yet set in stone. It's like you're kind of realizing that you might have the power to actually do something different in this situation and make it work for you better. Maybe that's what you're trying to figure out. Let's see, what is stopping you from doing this? No, all these cards. No. So like 6, 7 cards fell out, you know. And it could have been right. This deck is like too hard. I can't do, you know, my usual shuffle stuff here. That's 4. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the 4. We got the moon. So that's, you know, some shadow energy maybe. So you got 9 of Cups, you know, wishing. We've got King of Cups. We got Judgment, and that's like that really wanting to see things, but you're gonna have to use your own judgment. Yes. And then we got Ace of Pentacles. So whatever you're moving to, it's about, it's really about your happiness here. Your happiness and your prosperity, like everything. So that's why this seems to be so critical right now. That you make the right choice. Because you're really, yeah, you're really hoping whatever this is works out for you. You know, but yes, you're going to have to use your own discernment and figure out what path to take. I don't know if it's possible for you to make your own path, you know, somewhere in the middle. It might not be possible because with all these 2 cards, you know, 2 dual choices, I think you really only have 2 choices. You know, you really only have 2. So you're really being tested at this moment to use your own judgment, you know, use your own discernment and take the action that will lead to the best possible outcome. And maybe there is a bit of like not knowing what the best possible outcome would be for you. Because I am getting that kind of a little bit of the doubt. I'm going to look at Bright. Wait, this is the moon. Wait, I might have picked it up for a reason. Let's see. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. I know that the best will unfold for me. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. And maybe you do need to figure that out, what it means to you. You know, maybe that's why you're kind of at this crossroads right now and you don't know which path to take because you haven't really thought about what the best outcome for you would be. Okay. It's time for you to start creating new dishes, such as relationships or opportunities to feed yourself. And yeah, under the manifest, okay. Start assembling the ingredients for your goals or spicing things up. The kitchen card symbolizes the place where you cook, create, socialize, and nourish yourself. Close friends and family members are there to comfort or support you. Ask them for assistance. Clean up your environment by removing clutter, employing feng shui, and donating items you no longer need. External disorder is reflected in your internal life. As I look around my apartment, let's not talk about that, okay? You know, add variety to your daily social routines. Nice. What else was I gonna? Oh, the dark mirror. Was the dark mirror what I was gonna look up? 30. Calling in the storm. Yeah, let's see. Okay, that's a bargain card. So yeah, that's more in that theme of you kind of wanting to create your own path, you know, kind of go somewhere in the middle. Really wishing that's a power comes from the inside, but from not from the inside, but from connection and integration to a greater whole. Pull and release, push to the limit. The eye is the only peaceful place that can be. There is a time to find and release our power. Like a spring that had been compressed to the point it has lost the memory of motion and movement, yet there is power inside it. Finding it is called empowerment. So maybe you're not fully empowering yourself in a situation. Maybe you're not standing in your full power. And how can I think of any examples to illustrate what I mean by that? Like, are you afraid of certain options because in the past you haven't been able to make it work? Or, you know, like, if I partner up with this person's gonna really bulldoze me into doing things I don't want to do. Or if I take this side job again, I'm gonna be overwhelmed. Like, there's probably something you've gained, you know, in the past few years that has made you not only more aware of those tendencies, but how to handle them better. Because we got here also 4 of Discs or 4 of Pentacles, power. So yes, I think this is about really not understanding your own power. Because we got Knight of Wands, and that's, you know, fiery energy. I feel like this is what's inside of you that you may need to harness, you know. Maybe you need a bulldoze back. Because we got 10 of Cups. I can't see that. Satiety. Being satisfied, okay? 10 of Cups. So I think this is truly about not... So you get 9 of Cups and then 10 of Cups here. If this works out for you, it is going to lead to really great things. So I think the blockage here is not realizing your own power. Instead of kind of wishing or trying to manifest this alternate option here that's not going to come. You need to, if you have to take the rougher path that's like more conflict or just more work, just know that you have the power, you have the ability to handle that situation. You know, don't see yourself as the old you that maybe couldn't handle what came your way, or just specific situations. Let me see what's at the bottom here. We got 3 of Swords. So maybe also releasing any kind of past regret or sadness about if you tried to take these paths before and it didn't work out, or, you know, with either a person or situation, you know, if there's a little bit of heartache still from that, try to heal that and release it. Because yeah, this King of Cups energy coming out, I think it is also about you becoming more emotionally balanced and emotionally open, you know, and being compassionate. And it'll be hard to do that if you're still kind of carrying some kind of resentment or sadness. Because look, this is also, you know, being closed off or, you know, selfish a bit. Even, yes, maybe that is part of your power, the ability to kind of like take care of yourself and not get stuck in bad situations. But it also can be a drawback if you're doing it too much. And with this moon here, that could be signifying that too. That's kind of a bit part of your shadow, and it's not a bad thing, right? We know, just know when to use your shadow traits and when not to, you know, when to call in the storm or just to kind of sit back and wait and see. Wait, before I end, let me see if this Bride in Cage. Yeah, that is denial. Tomorrow will be the right moment. Tomorrow will be better, even if today is hell. Did we die waiting for the perfect day, or were we never alive? So yeah, you can't really hesitate. You know, the observing and the kind of waiting can go a little bit too far. You know, so don't get stuck in that place because you're just afraid to go down the more difficult path. Yeah. There's definitely two distinct paths of like staying comfortable, not rocking the boat, taking care of yourself, and then kind of getting out there and having to stir things up, potential conflict, but not in a negative way. So yeah, I would release anything that's holding you back from standing in your power right now, Sagittarius. Thank you.